Let's exit here. All right, cool. We're still alive, baby. We're back in action. It's MLive's Dungeon of Doom podcast. I am Ben Raven. He's Kory Woods.
What up?
Kory, how you doing? We're 8 practices into training camp already, man.
It's moving along.
Yeah.
I'm having a really fun time just getting able to see this new team with so many new faces, so many new coaches. We got fans here now at training camp. Pretty lively. It's exciting times around here.
Yeah, it is. It is Tuesday, July 29th. The Lions open the preseason. Don't blink now. In 2 days, on Thursday, the annual Hall of Fame game against the Los Angeles Chargers. A lot of you have been wondering who you're going to see in that game, and the answer is not a lot of people that you know.
No, yeah, I think Dan said it today that they had the scrimmage today,
yeah,
and that scrimmage was mainly for the players that are not going to be participating in Thursday's Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, and he does not expect Tate Ratledge to play, nor Tyleik Williams, which is, I'm not too surprised by that because they've got 3 preseason games beyond that. They got 2 rounds of joint practices in August. It's camp is so early right now. It's so fresh. It feels so weird that I'm driving down to Canton, Ohio tomorrow.
Wow. Now, you are not surprised that Tyleik Williams and Tate Ratledge are not playing, but Tyleik Williams was surprised that he was not playing. I think when we spoke to him after practice today, that caught him off guard. Like, I'm not playing?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I know. Those are always little awkward moments where you break news to a player. I'm like, oh, dang, no. Oh, we didn't talk about that yet. My bad.
Yeah, but if you want to read what he said, it's on MLive.com.
There you go. But yeah, today was Today was great. I mean, full on scrimmage. I mean, it was a quick, short practice, fans in the house, full contact scrimmage, man, with all the guys that aren't going to play in the preseason. And we saw a lot of good action. And I think fans will be pretty happy to hear that the stud of the day was Aidan Hutchinson.
Everybody's been asking me, how does Aidan Hutchinson look? Okay, look.
Yeah.
We can just kind of quell this right now. Aidan Hutchinson is back.
Yeah.
Take it away on that one.
There's no question. There's no question. I mean, today, Dan Skipper's playing left tackle while Taylor Decker recovers from his shoulder cleanup procedure. And, man, he's cooking. And he's cooking when he goes against Penei Sewell on the other side today, too. Because I think in the 10th possession today, Hutchinson just bull rush Sewell, bounces him into the pocket, makes Goff off his mark and stuff like that. But no, Hutchinson, we said it in OTAs. He looks like Aidan Hutchinson.
And Dan said it a couple of, last week, I believe it was, where he said that, Hutchinson is looking violent.
Yeah.
Which is, in this case, is a good thing. And, one thing I've noticed over the first couple of practices and even today, he doesn't appear to be favoring anything. No limp, no dragging. His movement with his feet, lateral movement, everything looks great to me. And he doesn't appear to even be kind of second guessing it. Because sometimes when you watch athletes come back from an injury, you can kind of see them be a little bit timid when they're out there. You can see okay, they're trying to play it safe. No, he's going 110% and then some.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it wasn't just today, but today in a full contact drill against what is the first team offensive line right now. He was the best player on the field. The best player on the field. Unbelievable. I think during the scrimmage today, I had him for 3 sacks, multiple pressures. He beat Skipper so fast on a swim move one time that he stumbled into Jared Goff and knocked the quarterback down. You don't want to see that with the red jersey going on, but there's nothing he could have done.
But again, granted, you don't want to see Goff knocked down, but the great thing about it is, hey, this is what everybody was concerned about, especially with the lack of movement they had in free agency with getting another pass rusher, and then you have things going on with Pascal, and then you're wondering how's Davenport going to look. Yeah. At least going into this right now in training camp that the Hutchinson question, not saying you can't ask it, but he looks good. I don't have any I don't have any issues. I don't have any, trepidation about him this season so far.
No. And it's been hard to answer those questions when doing radio. I've been doing some radio hits over the last week. And it's I don't want to be boring, but he looks like Aidan Hutchinson. He looks like the guy that I thought I was going to see again. And you talk about what went wrong with this defense last year. all the injuries and all that stuff. I mean, think about that defense with Aiden Hutchinson. Even if you take away the other 19, 20 guys that are out, that defense is a lot better with him on the field. And it's just, man, he lives for this. And I think we talked to Hutch, I think it was over the weekend. Maybe it was Saturday. Maybe it was last Friday. But he said that moment where he knew he was like fully 100% back is that like first practice in OTAs, he gets stepped on, his leg gets kicked, he falls down, people fall on his leg, and he gets back in the locker room and he's like, oh, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm 100% good. So, like, we had to leave with Hutch. I mean, there's nothing else to say. He's cooking. I mean, he's cooking against Sewell. He's cooking against, I mean, he's doing most of his work against Skipper, but like when he's on the other side of Sewell with Sewell too, I mean, Hutch is getting the best of those pass rushing reps.
And we all know who Sewell is considered to be.
Yes.
One of the best, if not the best, offensive lineman in the league.
Exactly.
So it's not like he's going against chop liver.
And I'll say this on the Sewell front, training camp is difficult for offensive linemen, especially when you're just putting the pads on. Like, how hard do I go? What do you want from me here? I mean, Sewell's always fired up and intense and stuff like that, but it's just a different world. Like, it is just for the defensive line and offensive line guys, it's just a different world. But yeah, I mean, while we're on the Hutchinson, and we'll get into it later because I'm going to throw 5 standouts from you and then 5 guys I need to see more from, and you're going to react to that. I think that'll be a nice little trick for us. But I got to talk about Marcus Davenport because I did not see the vision this offseason on their edge rusher plan. I did not see it. I mean, you guys probably heard me talk about it annoyingly to a point where, like, you can't count on him. Like that, like, great, give him another chance. It's never been about talent. It's never been about fit. But you can't go into the season banking on him as your other edge on the other side of Hutchinson with the first team defense. And he's making me eat my words through the first, week plus? Yeah, they started 9 days ago. I mean, Davenport, man.
He's looking like a force.
He is so powerful. Like, he's going against Sewell most of the time. And then when he gets on the other side with Skipper, it's like they're beating the crap out of the pocket, man. I
mean, to steal from what Tashard Choice has been saying, barbecue chicken.
Yeah, that was hilarious. We just kept hearing barbecue chicken being yelled. Like, what the hell? And then Kory's like, yeah, I asked. Chart said that's him. And I'm just like, yeah. And I mean, that's another takeaway too. It's like all the new coaches, Tashard Choice, man. He just sticks out. He's so... we haven't got to talk. This is our first podcast back.
Yeah.
Dude, when they do the running back drills, the individual drills, like you'll have the pads and you're like trying to knock the ball out. Tashard Choice is out here with the floss stick in his mouth with 2 boxing gloves on, throwing haymakers at his running backs.
I have a couple of friends that play college football, and I'm like, I play high school football, but I like, wait a minute. You remember this drill? Like, yeah. Did coaches ever have boxing gloves on doing this? And they're like, no. And then I'm like, well, this is what's happening. And he was like, you know what? I like it.
Yeah.
Because that's going to happen to them in the game. They're going to get punched. They're going to get haymakers. Yeah. Now they're knowing how to hold on to protect the ball through those drills and when they get into the real game situation. So, I mean, I just think that we were all taken aback that it was the actual position coach doing those.
And that's one of the powers of all the former players on the staff. Tashard Choice, a former NFL running back, very highly regarded college running backs coach. And he knows what you need to do to protect the ball. He knows how guys are punching at it in games, like you said. And it's just not enough people can say enough nice things about Tashard Choice. Like, he really, he is beloved in this building. And I mean, for Jahmyr Gibbs, it's huge. Because when I did my Gibbs feature in January, I mean, Gibbs is high school coach. Gibbs is Georgia Tech coach. They both said Tashard Choice is the reason why he got a chance at running back in college. All these other SEC teams wanted him at safety. And Tashard Choice, when Gibbs is in high school, said that's a running back. And now they get to freaking work together right after Gibbs just led the league in touchdowns, take him to that new height. And the staff is great, man. It really is. Like, I know the outside world's freaking out about the coordinators, but like, doesn't it feel just like business as usual here?
To me, it does. And that coordinator thing, that's one thing I want to talk about with John Morton. From the players that I've talked to, these have been common things. Very detailed, intense, clear on expectations, and that's really what you want. Mm-hmm. I mean, he said, and you know what? I will say this. I like that he stayed consistent to what he was said to us when we met him at the combine. Yeah. He said, I'm not coming in here to change too much because it's not broke. No. I'm just going to put my spin on things, try to make things more efficient. And some things that were like music to my ears and should be music to fans' ears. Deep ball.
Yeah.
And Jameson Williams running more routes.
Yeah, exactly. We saw what that looked like yesterday. As I said, it's Tuesday. If you're on social media, you saw the route J-Mo had on Monday's practice, and it is. I mean, it's unteachable speed, stopping on a dime, hitting that top gear again, and catching the ball before you go. I mean, you're seeing more from him. You're seeing more short routes from him. You're seeing more stop and go routes for him. You're seeing it open up. I mean, yeah.
And he said this. He said that we were talking to him about the difference between Ben Johnson and John Morton. And it is, again, what I'm about to say is not to throw any type of shade at Ben Johnson, but he said that John Morton is allowing him to run more routes. Yeah. And he said that's overall helping him just become a more complete receiver. So, you know, I think that with that kind of connection that he has with him right now, and also what you heard nothing but Morton say glowing things about Williams. I think he's kind of got him more invested. Not to say that he wasn't last year, but the fact that he's a different kind of locked in at this camp. Still the same kid, like you know, out there on the field having fun, but he appears to be super dialed in.
I mean, he is a full speed, intense type of practice player. We've said that time and time again, and I'll just say, J-Mo, man, whether it's a 2-yard catch or a 20-yard catch, he's celebrating like he just won the Super Bowl after every single catch, like throwing the ball.
He's letting you know that he got one on you.
And no, they love that. I mean, him and Arnold chirping, him and Branch chirping. I mean, shoot. Just seeing how the top guys have responded to this camp. I mean, physical, intense. Branch and St. Brown couldn't stop fighting the other. Not fist fighting, but like getting into it, locking horns. They couldn't stop the other day. We asked Dan Campbell about that. He's like, I love to see my alphas. And that's the mentality here. You hear that from the rookies. You hear that from the newcomers. Was like, y'all practice different here.
And you know who else appreciated that? Roy Lopez, newcomer. There was a moment, I don't know if anybody read the story, but there was a moment Roy was just walking off the field. Then he just looked back and was just shaking his head. And I just got through talking to him. He's like, basically like, I love it here. Like, everybody's on this, is about the same goal. Yeah. Everybody, there's no filler crap here. Like, it's all about getting better. The next man being better. Like, this is what it's supposed to be like.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, they run it hardcore out here. They really do. Super just curious to see how the next couple of weeks go, just as the preseason starts. I mean, they face the Chargers Thursday night, 8 p.m. You're not going to see a lot of guys you know. And two of the guys that you are going to see a lot of, Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen, are two of my standouts. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, man, it's just, you really do just, they've built such, culture is such an easy word to throw around in football. You know, it was thrown around in the Patricia years. Oh, we're going to build a culture. Well, now you've built a bizarro culture. They've really built a strong culture here where guys want to be here. Guys love the way they practice. Guys love the coaches they play for. And it's not just coach speak or player speak. Like, it's, you talk about buy-in. Everyone that's here is bought in.
And I think it's because of what you said. It was like, I want to say Campbell said it a while ago. I don't know whether it was his first year or second year, but it's like players know when coaches are feeding them a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Right now here, it's none of that coach. It's none of that coach because none of that rah-rah stuff is straight to the point. And you see how they responded to it.
No, and I mean, it just makes me think of the whole last week's situation where the Lions had to stop practice 2 days in a row. Mo Norris got ejected. And Campbell and Kirby Joseph said it perfectly. Like, yes, there's a line. He crossed it, but like, we would rather tell guys slow down than giddy up.
Yeah.
Kirby said that first. And Campbell absolutely loved it. And I mean, it just perfectly fits what Kelvin Shepard is preaching here, what Campbell wants to see. I mean, I'm just laughing at the hits that were coming in non-padded practices where it kind of was like, the padded day was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, like, these are back-to-back, maybe not back-to-back days, but these were back-to-back practices that you guys could not just stop touching each other. It was just like,
it was everybody too.
It just wasn't Norris. It was everybody. He just happened to he happened to get sent away because what he did came like literally right after this.
He was coming downhill, and he got the warning too. We can't say what the quote was or anything like that. Let's just say there was a warning to the defense, but there was a firm warning to Norris. Like, holy crap, dude, you are barreling downhill and killing guys. Like 2 plays later. just hammered. I think it was Tim Patrick or Tesla or maybe both.
It might, because I know one of them was Tesla.
Yeah.
I thought the other one might have been.
Oh, it was Love It. It was Love It, and it was just like, oh, holy crap! And I was like, oh, he's leaving. Oh, he's booted. Okay, you crossed the Dan Campbell line. All right. But no, they like that, man. Yeah. They like that. They like that. They don't want nobody to get hurt, but they want you towing that line. And if you step over it, that's more correctable than saying, "Where are you?
Yeah,
wake up, go." There's none of that out here, man. There's none.
Hey, it's better to be known that you're in practice than to be invisible.
Exactly. This is a good point. I'm going to give you my top standouts through the first week plus. I got number 1, DJ Reader, man. How you feel about that?
Reader, I think Reader's a good choice. I mean, he's come into camp, looks a little bit slimmer.
Yeah.
He's feeling good. And he also said that back when he was talking to us, like, hey, I can actually come in here and work. And I'm not rehabbing. Yeah. Now I'm training for the season. Reader's look like he has a command of that whole unit. He's definitely been the standout, especially with, the guys that are out.
Yeah, and the defensive line is fascinating because Levi Onwuzurike out for the season.
Yeah.
McNeil gonna miss some time. Mekhi Wingo sounds like he could make it back, but he's still going to miss some time. There's a lot of guys missing on that defensive line. So for DJ Reader to step in with Tyleik Williams next to him on that first-team defense, it's been great. I mean, he has been great against the run. He has made some plays in the pass rush. I mean, there was a play, I believe it was yesterday on Monday, where Glasgow and Ratledge had Reader double-teamed, and they weren't moving him. He just stood his ground, planted, stuck his arm out, made the stop, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's what DJ Reader after a couple of months of training and rest looks like. Okay, I see this now. So that has been just fantastic, and just it sucks about Levi. We haven't had a chance to talk about that yet. That really sucks for him. It sucks for the Lions. It's such a bummer. Found out he had a torn ACL and had to have the surgery for it. For somebody that's literally played 2 years after spinal fusion surgery, man. I mean, he's a warrior for even being on the field still. Exactly. And you just hate to see it because last year, I mean, top 15 interior defensive line pass rush win rate was going to be a huge part of that defensive line this year. And it just all around bummer. But you see guys like DJ Reader answering the call. You see guys like Roy Lopez really stepping in and fitting in. And you see Tyleik Williams. I mean, he's learning.
Yeah.
No standout stuff yet, but like he's playing a ton of reps. Like there was one day where he played first and second team reps. And Reader's playing a ton of snaps too. Our new colleague Jacob tried to talk to Reader the other day. And it was like that super hot day. And Reader's like, I'll get you another day. There ain't no chance I'm talking right now. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And number 2, I got Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen.
You know what? I've been very critical of Hendon Hooker in past years just because it looked like, you see the arm strength was there, but the placement, the comfortability in the pocket, it just did not. I didn't see it. Whatever they said to him, they told him he had to go correct some stuff. Whatever that was, it appeared to be correctable. He feels he feels like he feels a little bit more poised. Yeah. Some of the throws that may have looked a little bit off, they were not necessarily to his own fault. But I mean, he's been pretty accurate. And to me, the one thing that I've really noticed is that he doesn't hold on to the ball as much as he used to before. He now recognizes when to go ahead and maneuver in the pocket and get out.
Yeah, because that Tennessee offense he came from, there was a lot of he was able to stand flat-footed in the pocket for 5 seconds waiting for a hitch to get open or somebody to get open. There's none of that in the NFL. There's absolutely none of that in the NFL. And this time last year, man, just dancing in the pocket, holding on to the ball for so long where people are ripping their hairs out on the sideline, like, throw the ball, man. Like, and this year, ball's coming out. You see him making reads. The ball's coming out quick. He's making some really good throws. Yeah. You see growth. You see a competent quarterback. You see like growth, man. You really do.
Last year you saw why they brought back Teddy Bridgewater.
Absolutely.
This year you're starting to see why, okay, this guy could solidify himself as the number 2.
And I mentioned Kyle Allen too, because he's been so much better than I thought. I mean, guys, the last couple of years, take away the Teddy Bridgewater backup season, we've never seen the second and third team offense and been able to evaluate it.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle Allen, even then, I'm trying to say, like, oh, Kyle looks better than Hooker, but Hooker's looking great. But I'm like, damn, Kyle looking pretty damn good, too.
I mean, at this point right now,
it's a real 2 QB.
Dude,
it's a competition.
I'll say Hendon's your backup quarterback, but Kyle Allen's making it.
Yeah.
Like, they're not, I really don't think they're going to let him go because there's been some lasers over the middle from him. And I'm just like, okay, I was not familiar with your game. It's like, I mean, seriously, there was someone from NFL Network here the other day, and he bumped me on the shoulder. He's like, "Has Kyle Allen just been dropping dimes all week?" And I'm like, dude, it's the first time I've ever been able to evaluate the third team wide receivers in training camp.
Because when the Lions first signed Kyle, I was like,
what?
Really?
Why? Yeah, exactly.
But
I see it now. I mean, the guys that are going to play in the preseason game are going to have a quarterback throwing them the ball. And I say quarterback, I mean someone that's played in this league and will play in this league.
No. Yesterday's backups are not today's backups. I'll say that much.
No, man, no, not at all. It's been super fascinating just because they're kind of swapping the days with them too. Like Hendon will do second team, Allen do third team, then they'll flip it the next day. So don't read too much into any of those. They're doing that every single day, but Hendon looks awesome, looks locked as the QB2, but like Kyle Allen's been so good pushing Hendon to get better and earn that spot that there's a place here for him.
Absolutely.
There is a place here for him.
Yeah, I don't think they want to let him go just because, anything can happen.
He's clicked, man.
Yeah.
He's really clicked. I mean, you're seeing guys like Jackson Meeks and Keeney James and Malik Taylor get catchable balls. It's fantastic. I mean, seriously, it makes practice a lot more digestible.
And also, too, for like you said, get those guys getting catchable balls, it looks better for them as well.
Exactly. Number 3, easy one, Jack Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We don't have to spend too much time on Jack Campbell. Y'all know who Jack Campbell is. But he is the leader of this defense now. Anzalone's been back on the field. He even took part in the scrimmage today. He wants a new contract. He's working through a hamstring injury. It's just a weird situation there. He's bummed. He wants a new deal. He wants to be paid. I get it. He's one of the cornerstone day one guys. I get it. But like we all knew this day was coming with Jack Campbell. And he's just so big. He's so physical. He's the pure football player. He is the linebacker when you close your eyes and you think of a linebacker that's going to he's a perfect Mike linebacker, and you really do see him commanding that defense.
It's why you heard when Dan Campbell was on Sirius Radio say that, hey, this is Jack Campbell's defense. There. I mean, granted, Anzalone has been here, been the mainstay, been the defensive captain, but, hey, not saying he's an old guy, but he's getting up there, and at some point, you're going to have to turn the keys over to Jack.
Yeah, and I'll just say this about Anzalone. It's one of those situations where you do see both sides. Anzalone's the 35th ranked average pay per year among linebackers. I don't care how you feel about him. He's a top 15 linebacker in this league. Like, he is the perfect will linebacker. He's the perfect complement for Barnes to do what he does and Campbell to be at home and the mic. And just been so important, 4-time captain to this defense, who has literally gotten better every single year he's been here. So, like, I get it, but Branch is going to need a new deal. Laporte is going to need a new deal. Gibbs is going to need a new deal. Jack Campbell's going to need a new deal.
In the words
Hutch is going to need a new deal.
In the words of Brad Holmes, there is a bill that's coming.
Yeah, sometimes you can't take a vacation or whatever he said at owners' meetings. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good, Brad. All right. And, number 4, we talked about him. It's Hutch and Davenport.
Yeah.
The edge room we talked about ad nauseum all offseason. And right now, Hutchinson is the superstar that we all know he is. No concerns. And Davenport, man, obviously, grain of salt. 6 games played in 2 or 3 years or whatever it is. But, like, it was never about talent or fit. It's about availability. And you see why Brad was like, all right, let's run that back. But, like, they could still use someone like Darius Smith, couldn't they?
Darius Smith, there's Darius Smith. They could use him. There's rumors of Matt Judon out there. Don't know which direction they go, but I think it's clear as day. You have to bring another guy in.
You've got to have a playable edge defender to play behind those two, or in case, I mean, I'm sorry, you never want to prepare, like, you never want to sign people just because you have a durability issue, but like, with Marcus Davenport, you got to have a backup plan because there's a lot of hype about Ahmed, the 6th-round pick out of Boise State. I get it. High motor.
He's raw, though.
Oh, it's so – listen, that's a healthy scratch.
Yeah.
I mean, that is no offense. He's been doing good things with the 3rd team, sometimes with the 2nd team, but, like, there's a lot to clean up there. There really is. I mean, the motor is undeniable. You hear him. You hear him screaming every time he's on the field. And you do see some growth already, but like that's not your answer.
Yeah.
Not yet.
With the team that is in the Super Bowl window, with the like the Lions are right now, they need veteran talent that knows exactly what to do. Yeah. Ahmed is still pretty much wet behind the ears when it comes to the game. Like and the thing is,
just learned English.
And he just learned English, and also too, that is pretty much from him. He said, "I've only learned the game for 7 years.
Yeah.
I still have more. I still have to grow and learn. So they're going to have to bring that in, but also not just because of Davenport and his availability. Josh Pascal, that's a guy that has also been. That's also a guy that's had some inconsistent health. Where he's expected to miss some time. They're saying he may not be back till sometime in September. So
he won't even be back till practice until September.
So who knows? When he starts practicing this September, he may not actually get into a game until October.
Yeah.
So you gotta go ahead and look at that edge rusher market and bring somebody in.
I mean, Derek Barnes is back. He's gonna play that Sam role and help rush the passer too. There's spots for him, but like even Shep wants him playing off ball more, and I think that's preparing for the future without Anzalone too. That's just like, if you were asking me on the spot right now, do I think Anzalone's going to get a new deal here? It's no. I would give him some money.
Yeah,
I would make it happen personally, but the tea leaves are saying that ain't happening.
I think the writing was on the wall when he returned to practice without the deal.
Yeah. And was full team drills in a scrimmage today. Like, all right, he's back. And the only reason the edge thing keeps coming up with us too, because Levi filled a lot of those reps when Hutch went down last year. Like, not a pure edge, but somebody that they could put at the big end spot. And it's just, you need a little more depth there. Yeah. It's the same thing we've been talking about all off season. It's a little better because of Davenport, but yeah. And number 5 on my standouts, worked his way onto the list today, David Montgomery.
You know what?
What a tank today.
And I talked to him too, David Montgomery, because I was looking at him throughout practice. I said that he looks a little bit quicker. It looked like he leaned out a little bit. And he said, yeah. He said I'll get a little bit bigger. So I leaned up and look at his workouts that he was doing through in the off season and seeing how quick his burst has been.
It's been.
I mean,
he's running like it's the regular season right now. Like a lot of people, David acts on his words. He's not talking. He acts like he's playing like it's week 5, 4th and goal at the 5-yard line. Today, man, 20-yard gain, bouncing off tackles, runs through arms. The next couple of plays set up 1st and goal, and then an 8-yard touchdown run where it's just like, holy crap, he just cut Brian Branch like it was nothing. I mean, you see some speed, you see the power, you see the legs pumping. Jahmyr Gibbs, I think, is the clear 1A this year. Like, let's get that out of the way. There's going to be a split. I think more of it goes to Gibbs this year, but like David Montgomery, he's still here and he's still damn good.
And he's coming into camp, coming into this season with a chip on his shoulder because, like he said, hey, people forgot I'm in this offense. I'm still here.
Still a key part.
And he looks hell-bent on making that be known.
Like, I've definitely bumped Gibbs up and bumped Demo down, like, just because I've been doing some fantasy radio shows this year, and I'm just like, hey, Gibbs up for sure. I've been cautioning people, like, that's a 50-50 split. You might see a lean more Gibbs this year just because of the pass catcher stuff and just because I think he's one of the 3 best running backs in the NFL. Absolutely. And, I mean, really, honestly, I would say that if I was on the street or covering another team. Like, the guy's a freak. Sleeper, quick mention, linebacker Grant Stewart. Dude, he's returning kicks. He's playing linebacker. Malcolm Rodriguez is out until October and November. Grant Stewart going to fit in nice into that Rodrigo role.
I like Grant Stewart.
I do too, man.
He's just a football player.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much just the way I can say, only way I can sum it up.
He's physical. He's fast. He's aggressive. He's going to be a special team stud. I mean, he had a kick return in the scrimmage today, man. He's an athlete. I mean, he loves this too. He wanted to be here so freaking bad. You can just see it.
Your linebacker returning kicks, but you know what?
That's funny, man. I was like, who the hell's this fullback?
But same thing with Stewart is the same. What Stewart told me was pretty much the same thing that Roy Lopez said. He's just like, he loves to be in this environment where it's really about detail oriented and playing football the right way.
Yep. And it's, we can't just be the positive group here. Let's do the need more from guys. I've got Tim Patrick at the top just because, and he said it himself. We talked to Tim yesterday. He's like, I'm struggling right now. Like, this is my first off season in 3 years. I was feeling great. I thought he looked awesome in OTAs today. He's just had some moments where he's the speed's not there, not getting open. I mean, he's never going to be the king of separation guy, but like he's got a really big chance in this offense this year. Yes, they took Tesla. Yes, they took Lovett, but Tim Patrick is that wide receiver 3. Like, can fill that Josh Reynolds role.
Yeah.
You had a nice touchdown today, but he said it himself. He's just like, because Jared Goff called him Benjamin Button the other day, and I went up to Tim. I said, Benjamin Button, huh? And he said, not today. He's like, he's just a little frustrated with things are going, and that's just somebody that, like, you're important to this team. Like, you're very important. Like, you're not going to be the guy that gets all the headlines or the attention or the fantasy headlines or anything like that, but, like, there's a big role here, and I'd love to see him come back after the trip to Canton. That guy's getting a couple days off and coming back hitting it, because I know how hard he worked this offseason. This is his first offseason in 3 years, man. And he was not here in camp last year. This is his first training camp for the Lions. It's intense. It's hard. And I think he's just not where he wants to be. And that's just someone that I do have he's such a good fit, man. He is something that they don't have right now.
Yeah, Tim Patrick to me is going to be the true X factor of this offense. They need him to be able to step up and fill that Josh Reynolds role, because even regardless of how many records they set last year, when they had Josh Reynolds, that passing game was a different dynamic.
It just was,
because you had to account for those 3 guys, St. Brown, J-Mo, Reynolds. Then you still had to worry about Laporta.
Mm-hmm.
With Patrick, it's not to say that you don't have to worry about him. You know he's there, but it's not that fear.
Yeah.
Because if St. Brown or J-Mo are still so, Reynolds could take over.
Yeah.
If he could be that guy to catch some tough passes if needed.
Dude, he can be this team's red zone target.
Yeah.
When things clamp down on Gibbs, when things clamp down on Laporta and St. Brown and J-Mo down there, Tim Patrick can be that guy that squeezes through, that can catch a tight window throw. I do have good expectations for him, but like he said it himself yesterday, like it's coming along slow in camp. You know, I'll get there, but he's frustrated too, and it's just someone that I'm like, this is your time, man. This is a great opportunity for you to be a legit, bona fide, remind some people who forgot your name type of situation. Number 2, listen, there's no concerns with this guy. We know who he is. I need to see Penei Sewell win some reps against Hutchinson and Davenport. I mean, he's winning some reps against Davenport, but like, I want to see more from pass protection. I'm not trying to talk like a Swartz brother or anything like that. Like, I think Penei Sewell is number 2 offensive tackles in this league without question. He is who he is, but like you want to see him dominate too, man. Yeah. You want to see him dominate. It's Penei Sewell. Go dominate somebody.
Yeah, because like you said, we addressed earlier, him and Hutch had some fun.
I mean, just think about all the things you're reading about Davenport and Hutch. Yeah. That's happening against the offensive tackles. Yes. And it's not just Sewell, and the other need more from is the depth offensive tackles. Yeah. Because Jamarco Jones and Dan Skipper also got put into the Hutch cycle today too. Dan Skipper's been at left tackle. Jamarco Jones is there. You see Manu working at left tackle too. He looks much more like a football player this time of year, but like depth tackle, they need someone to rise. Manu, time is now, man. You can take that spot. Like, he can take that spot. He needs to go take that spot. I'd love to see him get some chances where Skipper's getting with that first team offense and like, hey, you want to go against Hutch in a full speed drill? Let's see how it looks. Like, I need to see more from those guys. And I just want to reiterate once again, Penei Sewell's fine.
Yeah.
It's training camp. It's July. He's going to be fine. It's not like he's getting absolutely destroyed, but you see all this talk about Davenport and Hutchinson. Some of it's happening on him.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. I just want to cool the flames on that. Like I said, I'm not trying to Mitchell Schwartz it up in here. I'm a lot higher on Penei Sewell than that guy seems to be. But pass blocking, I need to see more. Absolutely.
That's right.
Gosh, and somebody that just is not taking advantage of the opportunity, whether he's been given the right opportunity, but Broderick Martin, man. Dang.
Well, just so we can quell it, he's on mine as well.
Perfect. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. It's just a fan tweet that didn't crack me up, but I saw it the other day. It was just like, you see a 3rd-round pick and you expect more, especially in year 3, and it's like, holy crap, Broderick's not even working with the 3rd team right now. And it's just, with all those defensive line injuries, man, the time is now. And it's just not happening. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that when we did our season previews, he's one that I had missing the 53-man roster.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of weeks ago, before we knew about the Levi injury, I was like, man, I don't even know if he's got a real chance. I don't even know if he's going to make it through camp. I mean, he's getting there's an opportunity. There is an opportunity on that interior D line.
Take it.
It really is there. Yeah. What's your list? Let's run through your list real quick.
All right. So my 5 players that I'm liking. First off, I'm leading off with Zach Cunningham.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that is a guy who has just been tackling, hitting everybody within sight. I mean, first off, I didn't know he was that big in person. Like, this is a massive dude. But yeah, he's physical. To me, his IQ on the field has been great. And I mean, he's been great to me. He's been raising the intensity of the whole defensive unit anytime that he's on the field. So that is a guy. I think it's a hit on I want to say it was Laporta today.
Yeah.
He just leveled Laporta on the side. I'm like, dude. So he's one of my guys. This one, he's had some up and down days, but still, I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. Jackson Meeks. Sometimes some teams, or I'll say the other day, maybe dropped a couple passes, but more times than not, he's been catching some tough passes across the middle. Then end in the corner of the end zone, and he's a physical guy for his size. And
showing up in special teams drills.
Yeah, he's a guy that's been doing what he can to take advantage of his opportunities. I don't know whether he makes the team or not, whether they cut him and try to bring him back as a practice squad guy, but this is a guy that when he steps on the field, he's on the field. He makes the most of his opportunities.
Meeks, Taylor, and Keeney James have all had some solid moments and have all looked very competent on special teams, but it's like the receiver situation is so freaking tight that Dominic Lovett is going to have to scratch and crawl and fight for them to keep 6 wide receivers, because guess what? Sam Brown, J-Mo, Tim Patrick, Khalif Raymond, and Isaac Tesla, locks.
Yeah.
There's one spot. There's one. So that's a good problem to have, but dang, where were these guys in 2021? I like that one.
Jameson Williams, I don't have to spend too much time on that. We already did it. He just
locked in
off the charts.
Locked in.
We shared the same one. David Montgomery.
Nice. Yep.
He slimmed out, looking good, real quick on his cuts. Another guy, my last guy.
He had a sick jump cut today for a 20-yard gain. I forgot to mention that, so good call on that. It was nasty.
And a guy that, again, just me, Terrion Arnold.
Oh, for sure.
He just feels like he's more composed and what is expected of him as a CB1.
Yeah.
And his just awareness, he's not as handsy as he used to be, but he's kind of like he now knows when the right time to be physical and when to kind of pull back.
The timing is better. Brief update on Arnold. Calf injury last week, didn't miss any practice, left today's practice with a hamstring injury. I wouldn't be surprised to see him shut down for a couple weeks because he has looked great. They know who he is. He knows the defense. Hamstring and a calf, slow it down. Yeah.
So the 5 guys who so on. Again, we already said Broderick Martin. I just don't feel
there's just an opportunity. That's why.
Just like you're not making yourself stand out.
No.
He's had some good days. I might get some flack for saying this, but I want to see a little bit more from Avonte Maddox. I just feel like sometimes he's been kind of like
he has popped some.
He has popped some, but I just want to see a little bit more. To me, there's just a couple times that he just got some of the receivers got the best of him. I'm like,
he's got a chance to fill that Melifanu role, safety and slot work, man. Yeah.
So I just want to see a little bit more. Craig Reynolds, I really feel the Lions really need that true RB3 to kind of just step out for this offense to take that next level because, I mean, we already know that's going to be 60-40, 55-45, whatever, between Gibbs and Montgomery. But I just want to see somebody from that RB3 role really step up and claim that.
Yeah, Vaki's been hampered by a hamstring, was back out there today. But, for a team that is so heavy at the top, they need a little more, just in case. You saw Montgomery go last year. Gibbs is going to get a ton of work. It would be nice to have an RB3 that's like, all right, go make a play.
Yeah. So that was my guy. Again, not criticizing this guy. Just want to see a little bit more. Derek Barnes. Just want to see him really just step up and take command of it. But he's been physical. He's been looking good.
Physical.
I just want to see him really pop out on the screen. But I mean, he's been looking good to me. He's made a couple of plays. I don't know. when you're talking about the money between paying Anzalone and then paying Derek Barnes, it's like, I want to see that clear cut why they gave Barnes his money.
Yeah.
And it's not to say, again, I want to say, it's not to say that Barnes is playing bad. I just want to see the logic of we had to pay Barnes before we paid Anzalone, if that makes any sense.
No, that makes perfect sense, especially when the Anzalone stuff is so public.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm better than this guy right now. So, yeah, it would be nice. We'll see what happens with Barnes. I'm very curious about his role. He did everything last year. Shep kind of wants him off ball a little more this year. I know he's still going to play a ton of Sam, but like even Barnes said it himself, like Shep kind of wants me off ball a little more.
And the last one might be a little bit unfair, still kind of null and void in this Rick Straw.
Gosh, it's like not even his own fault.
Yeah.
It's just, I swear to goodness. Last year, all the hamstring problems. This year, first day camp, the chest. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, like he didn't leave practice, but like, he's covering around the end zone and he gets kind of picked and he goes down and it's like, man.
And this is a second round pick. I mean, this is somebody that, hey, they were hoping to have a bigger role in that secondary. And when you take a guy that high, you're not expecting to have all of these things come up. So, I mean, I just want to see him be healthy and being able to be a real contributor because he didn't really do too much of anything with his rookie year.
No, and they've got him working outside this year too, and it's an even tougher path to playing time on the outside because you're not going to take Reed or Arnold off the field once the season starts. Yeah, just Rick Straw makes a ton of sense to see that on. I'd like to see him play football.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is. Like, God dang, I know this ain't your fault, but like this is not going well so far. And he was really good in camp last year too. Yeah. So it's like you see the fit, you see the player, but he has not been able to show that at all this year. Look at us. We're back. We're back, baby. Don't forget, Dungeon of Doom at MLive.com. Whether we're doing a mailbag podcast or not, send your questions there. We'll use them. We're also launching that's Dungeon of Doom at MLive.com. We're also launching a Lions newsletter this week, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Put your email in there. That'll be fun. We're going to alternate weeks on handling that. We'll have This Week in Lions History, a topper column about what's going on and about what we're seeing and all that. And then we'll have a question of the week from the fans. So that's another reason to use that email address or to hit us up on social media. But it's Tuesday, July 29. I'm heading to Canton, Ohio tomorrow for the Hall of Fame game against the Los Angeles Chargers Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Ooh. Yeah, I got to love a primetime July preseason football game.
Yeah, like that extra game just, woo.
It's so weird. It's different.
21 weeks of football.
Yeah, what a schedule this year. Thanksgiving, Christmas, primetime. Every game on the road feels like it's in prime time.
Yeah, I mean, they only, to my knowledge, they only have, 5 1:00 games?
And they're all at home. Yeah. They're all at home. Which, hey, I ain't mad about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be back. We're either going to I don't know what the Hall of Fame field, Tom Benson Field Wi-Fi situation is, room situation. We might be forced to record Friday morning. That's all right. Y'all still get it on Friday anyway instead of 4 a.m. So we'll figure that out. But I'm Ben Raven. He's Kory Woods. We're your Dungeon of Doom podcast and your MLive Detroit Lions beat.